Welcome to Sofity University, where we provide simple, easy-to-consume training right at your fingertips. In this session, we'll provide you with a high-level overview of the Sofity platform and a few simple steps to get you started. This will just take a few minutes, so sit back and relax while we show you around. Did you know that 73% of consultants we surveyed admit to submitting timesheets that don't accurately reflect the work that they do? These same consultants spend between 3 and 5 hours each week managing their timesheets. This includes the time they spend tracking their work on projects throughout the period, doing what we call the archaeological dig to recreate their week when timesheets are due, adding and reviewing time on their timesheets manually, and correcting rejected timesheets. But it's not just consultants who feel the pain of bad timesheets. Some practice managers and service operations folks claim to spend between 4 and 8 hours each week managing timesheets. This includes the time they spend chasing consultants and approvers alike to get timesheets taken care of on time each week. Not to mention the pain associated with timesheets that have bad data, including inaccurate invoices that frustrate customers, missed financial forecasts that cause stress with the finance team, untrusted proposals and estimates that hurt relationships with sales and customers alike, and inaccurate project schedules that cause missed project milestones and/or consultants to pull double duty in order to catch up. Sofity's mission is to help consulting and professional services practices deliver world-class services to their customers. And to that end, we've developed the Sofity time tracking solution that actually tracks times for you. By collecting data about where you are spending your time on projects in real time with our data collection channels, we provide you and your management with reliable data you can trust, while reducing the time you have to spend on this frustrating task. You'll be a hero to your teammates, your management, your partners in sales, and even your customers. In this session, we'll walk you through the basic navigation and talk about the important first steps to get you started with Sofity's time tracking solution. These steps are quick and simple, and there are just a few. Sofity allows our customers to assign each user to one of 3 roles: the administrator role, the manager role, and the consultant role. What each user can do in the system depends on the role assignment. Administrators have the greatest responsibility for initial setup and ongoing management. To get started, administrators will create additional users who will have access to your Sofity instance, other admins, managers, and consultants. Administrators will configure timesheet rules to meet your business needs and create at least one customer. Next, administrators will review the global task list and add, remove, or change tasks as necessary. The final step is to create at least one new project and assign resources to it. Administrators can edit and delete customers, projects, tasks, and users at any time. Managers also have the ability to create, edit, and delete customers, tasks, and projects, including assigning resources to those projects. All users, including administrators, managers, and consultants, should configure their data collection channels designed to collect data about your project work in real time. This data will assist you with daily and weekly time tracking. Each is responsible for creating timesheets, applying channel and manual data to them, and ensuring timesheets are submitted and approved on time. To access your Sofity account, simply open your Chrome or Firefox browser and type https://time.sofity.com/pound/login in your browser's address bar. Let's take a look. From the landing page, you can log in to access your Sofity account. Start by typing the username and password provided to you in your Sofity welcome email. After you log in, you can navigate to all available functionality. This user, Belinda Carlisle, is the administrator for the GoGo Sofity account. As such, Belinda is the power user who can do anything. Administrators are responsible for configuring timesheet rules and new users for the account. Notice the 2 links under System Settings: Configure Timesheet Rules and Manage User Accounts. If we were logged in as a manager, the manager would see View Timesheet Rules and View User Accounts. They would not be able to make changes, but they can view the settings. If we were logged in as a consultant, the system settings would not be shown. We have intentionally kept timesheet rules simple. Administrators can change the day of the week and time of day when timesheets and timesheet approvals are due. They can also change the settings associated with reminders and overdue alerts for timesheets and timesheet approvals, who is responsible for approving timesheets, and in determining if timesheet approval is needed or if the auto approve option is preferred. Clicking Set Up Manage User Accounts takes you to a screen where you can add, edit, or remove users in your account. We require a minimal amount of information to create a new user, just their first and last names and an email address. Clicking Create adds a new user. Clicking Create and Add Details adds the user and opens a detail screen for that user. The detail screen allows you to change the user's role and provide additional information such as the job title and phone numbers. Next, we'll look at how customers are created. Customers are created similarly to users in that we require only a very limited data set for each customer, just the full company name and a short name. Think of the short name as an abbreviation, sort of like a ticker symbol for the stock market that we'll use appended to projects when space is limited. Clicking Create adds the new customer. Clicking Create and Add Details adds the new customer and opens the detail screen for that customer. The detail screen allows you to provide additional information such as the company's address, their country and currency, and a URL. Once you've created at least one customer and some users have been configured, you are ready to start creating projects against which you and your team will track time. Again, we use a similar model here, requiring just a limited amount of project data and giving you the ability to simply click Create or Create and Add Details. You select a customer from the list, and as you can see, we require that you select a project type. The project type is essentially a template. We provide 6 templates out of the box, and you should get familiar with each and what tasks are included so that you can make the selection closest to your needs for each project. Then give it a project name. In this case, you will need to visit the details page eventually, if for no other reason than to assign resources who can access the project and track time against it. We recommend that you update the start and end date for the project, the billing rules, and the revenue and hours estimated for the project, as this information will be used in reporting. The task list here was pre-populated based on the project type you selected. You can remove or edit any of these tasks for this project. Tasks to which time has already been added for this project, though, cannot be deleted. We do recommend that you make edits to tasks from this view when you want the edits to apply only to this project. Global edits can be addressed via the task link at the top navigation. You can also add additional tasks to this project as needed. First, review the list of global tasks remaining in the list and decide which you may want to add to your project. If you don't see what you need on the global list, create a new task. Keep in mind that when you create a new task, you are adding it to the global list and applying it to this project. That way, you and your team have the ability to reuse that new task on any future projects. Notice that a task cannot be added as a billable task without a rate higher than $0. See that the task has been added and checked on the list, and then add it to your project. Lastly, you need to add resources to your project. Projects cannot be moved to the active state until resources have been assigned. When you open a project for the first time, the Add Resource wizard will appear if no users have already been applied. Select the users that you want to add to the project and walk through the navigation, making a project manager selection and adding the users to the project. These users will now see this project in their project list and on their timesheet if it has been changed to active. You can remove users from this view as well by clicking the delete icon and change the project management assignment by clicking the edit button next to the active project manager. Next, we'll look at tasks. As we discussed previously, this is the global list of tasks available to you and all of your projects. You can review this list and remove any that don't apply to your business. You can also edit tasks by changing the bill style, the rate if it's billable, and which project templates or project types it should apply to. And you can add tasks on a global level. Changes made to tasks on the global list will not affect tasks already assigned to projects. They will only apply to future projects. Adding a task used the same modal that we saw previously when adding a task at the customer level, at the project level. Next, we will look at reporting. At this time, Sofity only provides one simple report. We'll be looking to our customers to inform future decisions regarding reporting in our roadmap. Simply apply the dates that concern you for your report and click the download button. The system will provide a CSV file that you can open in any spreadsheet software. The data will include all approved timesheet data for that period categorized by project. Administrators and managers receive data across all projects. Consultants receive data associated only with those projects to which they are assigned. There is one last setup option available to all users, and that's managing your data collection channels. A data collection channel is an integration point between the Sofity platform and a technology, such as your calendar, that you use in your day-to-day work. While we don't have to configure data channels to use Sofity, the channels are the mechanism by which we track time for you. With your permission and control, we collect relevant data for your timesheet. Click the Activate button next to the channel that you want to configure and follow the prompts, which are slightly different from each channel. Be sure to have login credentials available for that channel to grant permission for Sofity to pull the appropriate data. We'll review channel setup in more detail in another session. Once your environment has been configured, you're ready to start tracking time. From this view, you can create new timesheets. Click the Create Timesheet button and select the week for which you want to add time. Sofity creates the timesheet in the saved status. To begin tracking time, simply click the week for which you want to add time. You can add time manually simply by clicking the cell and adding the time and any comments. Use channel hints to help you build the timesheet without having to conduct an archaeological dig through your calendar and other systems to help you remember what you did. There are two ways to add channel data. Simply complete this form and click Save. Select a project, select task, either keep the hours or update them, and make your comment. Or you can actually drag and drop the hint from the unassigned channel data column right onto your timesheet. The system recognizes the project and task associated with that cell, and you can simply save or add comments at that point. You can save or submit your changes at any time. If you save, you'll be able to return to your timesheet and make additional changes. Once you've submitted, you won't be able to make changes until the timesheet is rejected, where you can make corrections. And that's really all there is to it. So now we're back at our slide deck. In this session, you were introduced to the overall functionality and navigation of the Sofity time tracking platform. You learned how to create users, customers, projects, and tasks. You also learned how to configure timesheet rules for the account and configure your data collection channels. We will be releasing additional Tradium videos soon. In the meantime, though, contact us if you have any questions. We're happy to help. Good luck and happy time tracking.